Over the years, NCIS has introduced fans to a variety of team leaders, each bringing their own unique leadership style, expertise, and personality to the role. From the legendary Larry Jethro Gibbs to newer faces like Jane Tennant, these leaders have commanded their teams through intense investigations, personal struggles, and high-stakes missions. But how do they compare to one another? In this ranking, we evaluate every NCIS team leader based on leadership skills, effectiveness in the field, team dynamics, and overall impact on the franchise. Mike Franks, former NCIS senior agent, retired. Leadership style. The rogue mentor. While Mike Franks wasn't technically the main team leader for an extended period, his time as a senior agent in the NCIS Major Case Response Team, MCRT, in the late 1980s to early 1990s was crucial in shaping the agency. More importantly, he served as a mentor to Gibbs, teaching him the rules, or lack thereof, that would define his leadership. Strengths: vast field experience, including high-risk international operations. A natural leader with a rebellious but effective approach to justice. Fiercely protective of his team even after retirement. Weaknesses: operated too much outside the rules, often clashing with superiors. Retired early, limiting his impact compared to others on this list. While Franks was a strong leader in his prime, his unwillingness to play by NCIS's rules and his early retirement put him lower on this list. Jane Tennant, NCIS, Hawaii. Leadership style: the modern multitasker. As the first female team leader in the NCIS franchise, Jane Tennant has brought a fresh perspective to leadership. Balancing fieldwork, a personal life, and the complex politics of military investigations, she showcases intelligence and adaptability. Strengths: exceptional at balancing work and personal life. Strong emotional intelligence, particularly in handling team conflicts. Effective in high-stakes international operations, especially in the Pacific region. Weaknesses: still relatively new, making her legacy uncertain. Hasn't faced as many personal challenges as other leaders, limiting her depth. Jane Tennant has quickly established herself as a capable leader, but time will tell if she leaves the same lasting impact as some of her predecessors. Alden Parker, NCIS. Leadership style: the analytical strategist. A former FBI special agent, Alden Parker took over the NCIS Major Case Response Team after Gibbs's departure. Unlike Gibbs, Parker has a more diplomatic and intellectual approach, relying on psychological analysis rather than gut instinct. Strengths: strong investigative skills with an emphasis on behavioral analysis. More collaborative than Gibbs, allowing team members greater autonomy. A great mentor, fostering strong relationships with his team. Weaknesses: lacks the commanding presence of Gibbs. Still adapting to NCIS's culture after years in the FBI. Parker has proven to be a strong leader, but with Gibbs casting such a long shadow, his tenure still feels like a work in progress. Dwayne Pride, NCIS, New Orleans. Leadership style: the charismatic protector. Dwayne King Pride led the NCIS New Orleans office with a mix of Southern charm and relentless determination. As a leader, he was deeply invested in both his team and his city, often taking cases personally. Strengths: a natural leader who inspires loyalty from his team. Willing to take risks for justice, even if it means bending the rules. Strong personal connections, often using his network to solve cases. Weaknesses: sometimes too emotionally involved in cases, leading to reckless decisions. Struggled with work-life balance, leading to burnout. While Pride was a phenomenal leader, his tendency to let personal issues cloud his judgment prevents him from ranking higher. Callan, NCIS, Los Angeles. Leadership style: the lone wolf turned team player. G. Callan started NCIS Los Angeles as a bit of a lone wolf, but over time, he grew into an excellent leader who balanced field expertise with deep personal connections. Strengths: highly skilled in undercover work, giving him an edge in high-risk operations. Strategic thinker who adapts quickly in dangerous situations. Strong relationships with his team, especially Sam Hanna. Weaknesses: often keeps secrets, making him harder to trust. His personal history sometimes interferes with his leadership. Callan's growth into a leader was remarkable, but his secretive nature sometimes hindered his ability to be fully transparent with his team. Leon Vance, NCI's director, former team leader in Chicago. Leadership style: the tactical leader. While best known as NCIS director, Leon Vance had a background as a field agent and team leader. His approach was a mix of pragmatism and ambition, making him an effective yet sometimes controversial leader.